What's up everyone? And welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a unique experience, a journey for your senses. We're talking scents and sounds. On one hand, we've got a fragrance that's been making some serious noise, Afnon's 9 p.m. Night Out. And on the other, we're dissecting the Mushan, and let's be real, legendary album The Fall Off by the one and only J.Cole. It's a full sensory review, so let's get right into it. First, let's talk about 9 p.m. Night Out. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another flanker. Afnon already hit a home run with the original 9 p.m., which is a fantastic clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. It's sweet, it's powerful, it's a compliment monster. So, when Night Out was announced, the community was buzzing. The question on everyone's mind was, how can they possibly top the original? Is this just a cash grab, or a genuine evolution of the DNA? I got my hands on a bottle, and I've been wearing it non-stop to give you the full scoop. Let's break down the presentation first. The bottle is slick. It keeps that same iconic silhouette as the original 9 p.m., but with a darker, more mysterious vibe. It's a deep, translucent black that fades into a lighter shade at the bottom, hinting at the complexity of the juice inside. The cap is solid, clicks into place nicely, and the atomizer is top-notch. It gives you a wide, fine mist, which is exactly what you want for even application. Honestly, for the price point, Afnon always delivers on presentation, and Night Out is no exception. It looks and feels more expensive than it is, which is always a plus. Now, for the main event, the scent itself. What does 9 p.m. Night Out actually smell like? The official note breakdown is where things get really interesting. Up top, we have a wild combination: pitaya, also known as dragon fruit, lavender, cognac, apple, and right off the bat, that pitaya note jumps out. It's not something you see every day in men's fragrances. It gives this initial blast a tropical, slightly exotic, and juicy sweetness that's really unique. It's immediately different from the pear and mint opening of the original 9 p.m. The apple and bergamot add a familiar crispness. The lavender brings a touch of classic aromatic freshness, and that cognac note, wow! It adds this boozy, warm, and sophisticated layer right from the very beginning. It's an opening that demands attention. It's sweet, but it's a grown-up, complex sweetness. As the fragrance settles, we move into the heart. Here, we find toffee, cardamom, suede, and cedar. This is where Night Out really starts to carve its own path. The toffee note is decadent. It's rich, buttery, and gourmand, blending beautifully with that lingering boozy cognac from the top. Then, the cardamom comes in, adding a warm, spicy kick that cuts through the sweetness and prevents it from becoming too cloying. And the suede note is a game-changer. It introduces this smooth, luxurious, almost leathery texture to the scent profile. It makes it feel more refined, more mature, and definitely more Night Out appropriate. The cedar in the background provides a solid, woody backbone, grounding the sweeter elements. The heart is where this fragrance really shines for me. It's this masterful blend of gourmand sweetness, warm spice, and smooth leather. Finally, we get to the base, the foundation of the fragrance that will stick with you for hours. We have tonka bean, ambrofix patchouli, and akik. The tonka bean doubles down on that sweet, vanilla-like creaminess, which is a signature of this scent DNA. A synthetic ambergris gives it that modern, airy, and slightly salty quality that helps with projection and longevity. It adds a clean, almost mineralic feel. The patchouli is not the dirty, earthy kind. It's a cleaner, more refined patchouli that adds a touch of darkness and depth. And then there's akigalawood, which is a fractionated patchouli oil that smells peppery and woody. It enhances the masculine, woody base and ties everything together. The dry down is warm, ambery sweet, and incredibly alluring. It's just addictive. So, how does it compare to the original 9 p.m.? The original is brighter, more playful, with that prominent pear and vanilla combo. It's a clubbing beast. 9 p.m. Night Out feels like the older, more sophisticated brother. The added boozy notes, the suede, and the richer, darker sweetness make it feel more versatile. You can still wear this to a club, absolutely. But you could also rock this on a date night, to a nice dinner, or any evening event where you want to smell incredible and stand out. Performance-wise, it's a monster. Just like its predecessor, I am easily getting 8 to 10 hours on skin with strong projection for the first 2 to 3 hours. It leaves a massive scent trail. People will smell you, and they will compliment you. It's a fantastic fragrance. And in my opinion, it's a definite improvement on an already great scent. Alright, now let's switch gears from scents to sounds. We've set the mood with a killer fragrance. Now let's talk about the soundtrack. We're diving into J.Cole's album, The Fall Off. This has been one of the most hyped and speculated about projects in modern hip-hop history. Cole has been teasing this since at least 2018. He's called it the culmination of his career, his grand finale before he possibly hangs up the mic. The expectations were sky-high, and the pressure was immense. Did it live up to the hype? The Fall Off is not just an album. It feels like a final dissertation on the state of hip-hop, society, and J. Cole's own life and legacy. From the very first track, you can tell this is a more mature, introspective Cole. The production is a beautiful mix of classic, soulful J. Cole beats with some more modern, experimental sounds woven in. He's still heavily involved in the production, and you can hear his signature style, but he's also brought in some other incredible producers to flesh out the soundscape. It feels both nostalgic and forward-thinking at the same time. Lyrically, Cole is at the top of his game, and let's be honest, when is it not? But here, there's a different weight to his words. The album is loosely structured around the concept of falling off, the fear of losing relevance, the temptations that can lead to a downfall, and the societal structures that cause communities to fall off. He tackles themes of fame, wealth, family, and the responsibilities that come with his platform. There are tracks where he's flexing, reminding everyone that he's still one of the best to ever do it, with intricate rhyme schemes and clever wordplay that will have you rewinding tracks over and over. But then there are moments of incredible vulnerability. There are songs where he's talking directly to his kids, giving them life advice. There are tracks where he addresses the political climate with a sharp, critical eye. He's not just rapping, he's storytelling. He paints vivid pictures with his words. One of the standout tracks for me is a deep dive into the cycle of poverty and violence in his hometown, and it's absolutely heartbreaking but so necessary. He's holding a mirror up to society and to himself. The features on this album are sparse but perfectly placed. He didn't load it up with a bunch of big names for streaming numbers. Each feature feels intentional, adding a new perspective or a different flavor to the track. There's a collaboration with a legendary soul singer that provides a beautiful, haunting chorus on one of the more emotional songs. And there's a track with a younger, up-and-coming artist that feels like a passing of the torch. It shows Cole's awareness of the new generation and his willingness to embrace the future of the genre. So, what's the verdict on The Fall Off? It's a dense, lyrical masterpiece. It's not a turn-up album you're going to put on at a party, much like how 9 p.m. Night Out is more than just a clubbing scent. This is an album you need to sit with. You need to listen with headphones on, paying attention to the lyrics. It's a body of work that rewards multiple listens. With each listen, you'll catch a new double entendre, a new reference, a new layer of meaning. It's J. Cole at his most honest, his most refined, and his most impactful. It's a fitting capstone to an incredible career. If this truly is the end, it's a powerful statement from one of the greatest storytellers of our generation. So, there you have it. The perfect pairing for a night of reflection, sophistication, and pure quality. You're smelling complex, boozy, and alluring with Afnan's 9 p.m. Night Out, and you're listening to a lyrical genius. Dissect life, fame, and everything in between with J. Cole's The Fall Off. It's a sensory experience that is both luxurious and thought-provoking. What a combination. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Have you tried 9 p.m. Night Out? What are your thoughts on The Fall Off? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.